Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back. No parts still. Thanks, FedEx, for that. But I'm going to do something still. Stay tuned. Hey guys, as you know, FedEx screwed me, so unfortunately I can't do it. But I bought some caliper paint and I bought some epoxy paint. I'm going to paint my rotors, not my rotors. I'm going to paint the calipers, try to clean those up, free that up, get that ready for a rebuild. I got to order those parts for that. And I'm going to paint them, and I'm also going to paint the strut assemblies after I release the struts themselves. So at least when the parts come, they said it's going to come Tuesday of this week coming, I can have them, and all I got to do is just put them in, put everything back together, and put them back in place. I'm kind of debating. My dad was telling me I should paint under here. I mean, this undercoating still looks pretty good, and the only color that I see really is black. And I don't know if I want to, you know, put that black rubberized undercoating that you put on trucks and stuff on there, and just leaving it like that and have it under there that looks so dark. I don't know. I mean, I might do it anyway, I might not, I don't know. But I want to say Friday or Thursday, one half of my order came because they had to reship it, because, you know, FedEx, they did. So these are the dust sleeves for the struts, and the car didn't have them originally when I took them out, but I ordered them, and I got bump stops for the struts. So when my struts come, at least I got these. So I just gotta wait. So like I said, I don't like to not utilize the time that I have, so I'm gonna have to get cracking. I'm gonna take these things out, try to have my brother help me release these. If I get them freed, excuse me, and get them painted, at least like I said, I did something. And that's big, you know what I mean? I'm gonna paint the springs as well. I'm gonna probably get like one of those like wire wheels and try to like sand them down a little bit, just to get some of that surface rust off, and then get them kind of ready for paint. I'm gonna put them over there, paint them up, so at least everything will be kind of fresh. So when I get the struts, like I keep saying, I could just put them all together and it looks nice and pretty back under the car. So that is the plan for today. I might film it, I might not, but stay tuned for that as well. I know my dad is doing the yard. So as you can see, I got this one loosened. I just had it slightly threaded on, got that off. And me being silly, I thought that this cap that tightens it on was actually a reusable cap that you put on each strut, but I didn't know that each strut has this, well, these types of strut have this threaded part. But as you can see on the, I want to say this is the passenger side, you see how bad that is? It looked like it just welded on from all like the rust and the heat. And this assembly looks shot. It got a hole in there. I mean, the metal around it is kind of solid, but you know, it's kind of like disheartening. So as you can see, this thing is all bent up. It wasn't this badly bent before. My father and I was trying to get it free, but look at this. It looks like it's pretty much welded on. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to probably see if I can kind of chisel out some of that stuff, or I'm going to see if I can get a Dremel and like kind of like this, go around this kind of perimeter here where I think this cap meets the strut cartridge or strut holder, and hopefully so I can free it up a little bit so I can kind of just turn it out. I just want it to be loose so when the new struts come, I can you know, put them on. And then also I want to try to paint like this whole thing, clean this up, paint it, and just have everything ready so when the struts come, I could just put them on and we're good to go. So I figure I'd give you guys an update as to what's going on and where I'm stuck at. Like I keep saying, this is cars and it's part of the game. So anyway, I'll check back in with you guys. So I just took like this air sander, sand around this. I can see the line here. So I'm gonna try to set this Dremel up so I can just probably like just get under here to free it up a little bit so I can turn it off. And guess what came today, man? Look at this, my struts came. Thank God, man. Thank you, God. I wasn't anticipating these coming until Tuesday, so if things work well, I could probably get these things on and probably put the wheels back on. I might hold off on the wheels still because I do have rotors coming on Tuesday. So I'm gonna put the rotors on, the new rotors, and try to work on the brake calipers. But still, it's good to have these things back, and I can at least put the strut assemblies in their location, so then that way I can kind of like get stuff situated. So things looking up, man, looking up. Let me get this set up and try to see if I can free up that one, and then hopefully I have a good day today, put these new struts in and paint everything up, and then I can feel like I accomplished something today. Shout out to my brother and my dad. They helped me out. Finally got this piece off. This thing was literally welded onto this cartridge or whatever you want to call it. And look, this was the left of the freaking cap of the nut that you're supposed to take off, but we finally got it out. I used the Dremel tool to get around the edges here to try to free it up a little bit, put some WD-40 in there just to kind of free it up. It still got some threads, but look, all this was like welded onto this and it's off now. So now I can technically, if I wanted to, change these struts. So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna clean these up, hit it with some of that epoxy paint just to, you know, make it look a little bit cleaner. And depending on time and how I feel, I might put the new struts in and just get those situated with the springs, and I might put them in the car right there, or I might just leave them off, seeing that I'm waiting for the rotors and everything like that to do what I gotta do. But this is a major accomplishment, and I'm so happy because I was feeling like really discouraged when this was like looking in the way it was looking. Monkey wrench, sander, Dremel. Had to break out all the tools, but we got it. As you saw in the last clip or the clip before, we got the top nut of this bad strut off. However, for whatever reason, the strut is like stuck in there. It won't come out the cartridge. So I think that they didn't put any fluid in it like this one. They were supposed to put like a little bit of ATF. That's what they said you do. That's to keep the inside kind of like lubricated so it won't seize up. And I think it's kind of seized. So I've been hitting it with a hammer and trying to pull it and everything like that, and it was giving me a hard time. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just painting this to make it look a little bit more presentable. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not trying to make it into like super showy. I'm not even painting like the wheel hub or nothing like that. I'm just spraying like the dust shield a little bit and the body of this thing. I hit this part right here with some rust reformer from Rust-Oleum. I had this like a while back, so I just used a little bit on that just to coat some of that rust, and I'm gonna paint it with the VHT. No disrespect to them, but I don't like their product. It's not really good as far as spraying them. Maybe that particular can is just bad, but I'm gonna spray this thing down. I hit it with some brake clean and kind of cleaned it the best I can. I'm just gonna spray it, just give it a coat of paint to make it look a little bit uniform with this, and then I'm gonna try to paint the other components for this strut to have it ready, and hopefully this can come out. I'm debating if I'm going to put the new strut into this column here, get it set up and put it on the car. It's getting kind of late, so I might not do it. I don't know yet, but this is where we at right now, and hopefully I can get this out, man. I think this is like one thing to the next with this thing. Like I got it out, I was hyped that we got that pieced off, and then now we still stuck to get it out, but still moving forward. Hopefully everything will work out. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Alright, as you saw in the time lapse, I put this strut together. This is a brand new strut. Everything is secure. Spring is back on there. I did paint the spring, but with the strut, with the spring compressor rubbing against it, it kind of peeled off some of the paint, but it is what it is. It looks a little bit better than how it did before. And you're not going to really see it. It's not really that serious. I painted this, you know, this to give it a little touch up to make it look better, like I said earlier. So this is one complete unit right here. So this is done. So I'm happy about that. It was relatively easy. I got the bump stop in there, the dust shield, the new lock nut, everything, as you saw in the time lapse of the video. Unfortunately, that one still wouldn't come out. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Like I said, I don't think they put any ATF in there for it to be free and come out like this one. That one was perfect. That was like a beautiful thing to take care of. This one, unfortunately, is painted. Like I said, I just did a rough paint job. It ain't nothing perfect. Like I hit it with rust reformer inside here just to cover up some of those rust spots. But as you can see, the lock nut is off, but this thing is not coming out for nothing. The last one just slipped right out. This one is like stuck in there. So I'm gonna hit it with some more PB Blaster or something before I leave, just to hopefully help this stuff break out and then maybe find a way to kind of like pull it out or get it to be removed. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother to paint the other spring. I'm just gonna paint the spring tops and everything like that for the driver's side or passenger side strut assembly, like how I did for this, and then leave it at that. The spring, it still looks relatively black and it's still all right, but like I said, it's all kind of beat up. Even this, I didn't buy a new one of these, and it's not the most prettiest, but it's still solid, still get the job done, and that's all that matters. I put some new grease in it just to give it a little bit of lubrication so it won't be like all stiff and jammed up. But I'm really happy at how it came out. Got the bump stops and everything. It looks really nice. So yeah, I mean, that's it for today. Shout out to my brother back. The volume is good now. The air compressor is off. But yeah, like I was saying, that's pretty much it for today. This took a lot out of me just to get this loosened up. This one wasn't too bad, but the other one, forget about it. I had to get the Dremel, like I said earlier, and do a lot of jerry rigging, and took 3 people's weight to get it off. But yeah, so I'm happy. My struts came today, surprisingly. I'm really happy about that. Tuesday, the rotors should be coming in, and I'm gonna tackle the front and put everything back together. So hopefully maybe sometime this week, maybe Tuesday, maybe another day this week, I'll come back over here, try to get the other struts situated, take the brake calipers off, and try to, like, you know, refurbish those. I wanted to paint them and do that stuff today, but I don't have enough time and I'm getting ready to leave. So maybe on Tuesday I'll come, take them off, you know, clean them up, paint them, and I'll see if I could buy like the little reseal kit so I can seal them up and get the front end completely done, and then worry about doing the back and getting the pads and everything like that. So we're making progress, you know what I mean? Like I said, every day you try to do a little something, and it didn't seem like much today, but it was a lot done. So like I said, shout out to my brother. Thanks for helping and filming, and you know what it is. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.